In this video, you will learn how to conjugate AR verbs. There are 3 different kinds of verbs in the Spanish language. There are AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs. Here are examples of an AR verb, ER verb, and IR verb. We've got hablar, beber, and escribir. Subject pronouns. Why is this box important? In order to conjugate, you need to memorize the subject pronouns in the order they are in this box. First person singular is yo, which means I. Tu informal is you, él, he, ella, she. Usted is you formal. Nosotros, nosotras, vosotros, vosotras, ustedes, ellos, and ellas. What are the endings for AR verbs? Well, here they are. The endings are o, as, a, amos, ais, an. Now notice in the vosotros here that there is an accent on the A because it is an AR verb. How do you conjugate AR verbs? Well, we're going to use the infinitive hablar, which means to speak. It's an AR verb. The first step is to find the subject in your sentence. Well, here it is. It's yo. And here's our infinitive, which is also a verb. Step 2 is remove the ending. So we would remove the ending, and what is left is the stem, which is right here. That is our stem. Step 3, we're going to add the ending that corresponds with the subject. Since the subject is I, select the O and add it to the stem. Rewrite your sentence and it will be yo hablo. So this is an example of an AR verb completely conjugated. I am going to underline the stem so you can see the endings. So we've got o, as, a, amos, ais, and an. Subjects and endings must match. Remember to add the correct ending to the subject. Do not mix them up. If your subject is yo, you would use the ending o. If your subject is tú, you will use the ending as. If your subject is él, ella, and usted, you will use the ending a. If your subject is nosotros, nosotras, you will use the ending amos. If your subject is vosotros, vosotras, you will use the ending ais. And don't forget the accent on the A because it's an AR verb. And the last one, if your subject is ustedes or ellos or ellas, your ending will be an. If you look at the endings for ER and IR verbs, you will notice that they're very similar. We've got o, es, e, hemos, eis, en. And then we've got o, es, e, imos, ais, en. So the only difference is going to be right here in the nosotros. Since bebemos, this is an ER verb, it's going to have an E, and also in the vosotros. You'll notice that there is an accent on the E. And then over here in the IR, we've got an I in the nosotros, and then an accent on the I in vosotros. So it's your turn to conjugate. I've given you two infinitives. We've got bailar, to dance, and escuchar, to listen. So if you want to pause the video, right now would be a good time. How did you do? Bailo, bailas, baila, bailamos, bailáis, bailan. Escucho, escuchas, escucha, escuchamos, escucháis, and escuchan. You are awesome! Now it's time to practice how to write sentences. Use escuchar and bailar with your sentences. Remember to pause the video. Let's look at your sentences. Yo bailo, él escucha, nosotros bailamos, yo escucho, ellas bailan y escuchan. For number 2, just a little note. If you write el without an accent, it means the. You're amazing. Great job.